Welcome back, the followers of Stoic wisdom by Zeno. You think they care about you? The ones who smile in your face and act like they've got your back. The ones who laugh at your jokes and nod when you speak. But who fed you that lie? Wake up. It's time to see the truth. They never cared. They never will. Not until you prove your worth, until you show them you're more than just a stepping stone for their own gain. They only care when you're useful, but the moment you fall, they'll step over you without a second thought. Your pain, your struggle, it means nothing to them. They'll turn their backs on you faster than a wolf sheds its skin. They've all got their own selfish reasons for pretending to care, until the moment you're no longer a benefit to them. Then you're invisible, disposable. Don't believe it? Look at their actions. When you're down, they vanish. That's the nature of the world, the system. People feed off your suffering. Their greatest comfort is seeing you broken, because it makes their pathetic little lives feel justified. But you're different. You're not going to stay down. I see the fire in your eyes, that hunger, that desire to rise. It's undeniable. They think you're finished, don't they? They think they've broken you. But here's the cold, hard truth. When you rise, they'll wish they treated you better. Now stay with me. We're not done yet. Let's break down the illusion. They don't fear you when you're broken. No, when you're crawling, when you're weak, they feel safe. They look down on you, comfortable in their delusion that they're superior. But when you start to fight back, when you start to rise from the ashes they thought would consume you, oh, that's when the real terror sets in. That's when they realize you weren't the one they should have written off. You're the one they should have feared. You've been betrayed, haven't you? You've been stabbed in the back by the people you trusted the most. Don't worry, everyone has. The world doesn't work in any other way. The minute you're no longer useful to someone, you become their target. Their so-called friendship turns to dust. They'll laugh in your face, then plot your fall behind your back. It's a game to them, a sick, twisted game where your pain is their prize. But here's the truth they can't understand. Their betrayal doesn't define you. It fuels you. So, say it again. Say it with me. This does not break me. It makes me stronger. Every insult, every lie, every moment they tried to make you feel small, it's power. It's your fuel. You'll take that pain, turn it into fire, and become unstoppable. They've given you the weapon you needed, and they'll never see it coming. Now, who told you that you needed their approval? Stop the nonsense. The world has sold you this lie that you need others to define your worth. But here's the thing. You don't need them. Not now, not ever. You don't need their validation. You don't need their fake sympathy. You need to understand one thing. You're stronger than they ever thought. You've survived things they could never even dream of enduring. So, cut the nonsense. It's time to wake up. They didn't see your value when they had the chance, but they will soon enough. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're just getting started. So hold on to this. Don't let go. This is your time. This is where your story begins. The world doesn't want you to rise. It wants you to stay down. It wants you to accept the narrative. It's written for you. But I'm telling you now, enough is enough. Break free from their chains. You are the power in this moment. Don't wait for their permission. They never gave it to you in the first place. Act now. Believe it. You're unstoppable. Your rise will shake the foundation of everything they thought they knew about you. When you rise, they'll regret every moment they ignored you, every time they treated you like you were nothing. But by then, it will be too late. So, affirm this truth with me. I am more than they ever thought. I rise, and they will wish they treated me better. This is your moment. This is your time. Stand tall. It's just the beginning. If you found this message powerful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Wisdom by Zeno for more no-nonsense, truth-seeking content that will help you rise to your full potential. You're not here by accident. Stay with us. We're just getting started. Number 1. The illusion of external validation. Chasing the approval of others will keep you running in circles. Who told you that you need someone else's approval to make it? Who fed you that lie? Stop it. It's time to wake up. You've been running in circles, trying to fit into a mold, chasing after validation that will never be enough. You've spent too much time looking to others for confirmation, for the nod of approval, for the pat on the back. But here's the cold, hard truth. You don't need anyone's permission to succeed. You don't need their applause to prove you're worthy. That's their game, not yours. Think about it for a second. Who are they to tell you your value? The world has convinced you that you need their approval to be someone, to be seen, to matter. But that's the game they play, the game where your worth is tied to their opinion. They've got you dancing to their tune, and you haven't even realized it. But here's the thing. The moment you stop playing by their rules, the moment you stop waiting for their approval, you break free. You stop being their puppet. Let me tell you something. You've been tricked into thinking that their validation is what defines you. It's like you're chasing shadows. The harder you run after it, the further it slips away. Why? Because it's built on sand. It's a false foundation. When you depend on other people's opinions, you are giving away your power. You're letting them tell you who you are, what you're capable of. And the worst part, they don't even care. Not in the way you need them to. They might smile at you, nod along when you talk, act like they have your back. But when the chips are down, who's really going to lift you up? The truth is, the ones who rely on validation from others are the ones who end up crushed under the weight of their own insecurities. They are always chasing the next approval, the next recognition, the next praise. But it's like trying to catch the wind. So, say it with me right now. I don't need anyone else's approval. Say it again, I am enough. You don't need their likes, their shares, their opinions. You are already complete, and that's where your power lies. Stop giving your energy to people who can't even see your worth. Why are you letting their opinion shape your life? Why are you waiting for someone else to tell you what you're capable of? Who told you that story? Cut the nonsense. It's time to rise, and you're the only one who can lift yourself. I know you've been waiting for the world to tell you it's okay, to tell you that you're worthy, that you're good enough. But here's the truth you need to hear. They will never say it loud enough for you to believe it. And even if they did, it wouldn't matter. Because your worth can't be measured by their standards, by their fleeting approval. You have to measure it by your own standards, by what you believe is true about you. Stop letting the world shape your story. You are the author. You are the one who decides what your life means, not them. They're not the ones who put in the work, who survived the battles. They don't know what you've been through. You are more than the sum of their judgments. You are not here to live up to their expectations. You are here to crush them. Now, I know what you're thinking, but it's hard not to care what others think. It's human nature to want approval. Yes, it is. But who says you can't break free from that? Who says you have to live the way everyone else does, seeking external validation to feel seen? Who told you that was the only way to live? Stop listening to that noise. The moment you stop giving a damn about what they think is the moment you start to truly live. This isn't some fluffy, feel-good speech. This is the reality of power. The power to choose your path, to choose your worth, and to choose your future. Stop waiting for others to give you the green light. The only light you need is the one inside you. that fire, that strength. It's already there, burning. You don't need someone to hand you a match. You already have the fuel. It's time to set yourself on fire, to burn through every lie they told you about who you are and what you can achieve. So let's speak this truth together and mean it. I am worthy because I exist. I am enough, and I don't need their validation to prove it. Say it once more and make it real. I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. This is just the beginning. We haven't finished yet. You've only just started. You're waking up to your power now. Don't let anyone dictate your reality anymore. They don't have that power over you. You are more than they've told you. You are the power in this moment. This is your time. You're already on your way, even if it feels like the world is trying to push you back. Believe it. You're unstoppable. No more waiting. Act now. The truth is right here. Take it. You're the one who gets to write your story. And when you rise from this point, you'll see how little their validation really mattered. Stop letting others be the gatekeepers of your success. Take that key, open the door, and walk right through. You are the only approval you need. What do you think about this technique of reclaiming your power and cutting through the noise? Don't hesitate. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be heard. And if you felt the power in this message, make sure to like and subscribe to Stoic Wisdom by Zeno. We're just getting started. Number 2, turning betrayal into power. Turn the knife. They stabbed you with into your sword. You've been betrayed, haven't you? Someone close to you turned their back on you, stabbed you right where it hurt, and left you bleeding on the floor. It's painful. It feels like the ground beneath you has cracked open, and all that's left is the cold, empty void. You trusted them, didn't you? You thought they had your back. But who fed you that lie? Who told you the world would be different? Wake up. The truth is, betrayal is just a test. And how you handle it, how you rise from it, will either define you or destroy you. So, let me ask you, what's the first thing you do when life knocks you down? What happens when the people you thought you could count on betray you? Do you stay on the ground, sobbing, feeling sorry for yourself? Or do you get up and turn that pain into power? Because that's the choice you have now. The world will try to tell you that betrayal is the end of your story. They'll try to make you believe it's something you can't overcome, something you can't move past. But cut the nonsense. It's time to rise. Now, speak this truth with me. I will not let their betrayal define me. Say it again. I will turn this pain into my strength. You have that power. You always did. The pain you're feeling right now is just fuel. You can either let it consume you, or you can let it propel you forward. But you've got to make that choice. You have to decide right now. Will you be a victim of their actions, or will you be the victor of your own story? Look at the greatest figures in history, the ones who changed the world. They were betrayed. Julius Caesar was stabbed in the back by his closest friends. Jesus Christ was betrayed by his disciple Judas. Even the Stoic philosophers, people like Marcus Aurelius, faced betrayal and treachery. They were no strangers to the darkness of human nature. But what set them apart wasn't that they avoided betrayal, it was that they used it. They didn't let it break them, they let it sharpen them. So, say it once more and make it real. I will not be broken by this, I will rise above. What if I told you that every betrayal, every lie, every time someone turned their back on you, could be the very thing that transforms you into something stronger, something unstoppable? What if this pain, this betrayal, is not a weight holding you back, but the forge that will make you into steel? Because that's what it is. That's the truth you need to wake up to. Here's the thing. Betrayal doesn't define you. It refines you. It's a mirror that shows you who the real enemies are. It strips away the illusion of trust, and for the first time, you see the world for what it is, a battleground. But here's the thing about battle. You don't win by retreating. You win by fighting back. You rise above the betrayal. You take the knife they tried to kill you with, and you turn it into a sword. You arm yourself with the pain they caused you, and use it to build your strength. Think of your pain as a hammer, and your soul as the anvil. You've got the choice to let that hammer break you or shape you. You've got to stop seeing betrayal as an enemy and start seeing it as a weapon you can use. You want power? You want to take back control? Then you take that knife, twist it in your hands, and use it to carve out a path to greatness. The road won't be easy. It'll be sharp. It'll be jagged. But nothing worth having ever comes without a fight. And believe me, you're ready for it. Look at every betrayal you've ever faced. Look at the faces of the people who hurt you, who made you feel small, who left you alone in your darkest hour. Now, imagine them seeing you rise, stronger, more powerful, more confident than they ever thought you could be. The same people who thought you were weak will watch you become the very thing they feared. They'll see you rise like a phoenix from the ashes of their betrayal, and they'll wish they treated you better. Oh, they will, but don't you dare wait for their apologies. Don't sit there, hoping for them to come crawling back, begging for your forgiveness. You don't need it. Not anymore. They had their chance, and now they're nothing but ghosts in your past. You rise not because you want revenge, not because you need them to admit they were wrong. You rise because you deserve better. You rise because you know deep down that you are more than they ever gave you credit for. They saw you as small. Now show them how wrong they were. So, stay with me. We're not done yet. Keep rising. Keep pushing forward, no matter how many times they knock you down. You're already on your way. The truth is right here. Take it. You're unstoppable. And when you rise, when you become the person you were always meant to be, they'll wish they treated you better. Hold on to this. Don't let go. This is just the beginning. This is where your true power starts. And now, the only thing left is for you to claim it. So, say it again. I will not let their betrayal define me. I will rise. Because you can, and you will. You're just getting started. Number 3. Speak it into existence. The power of self-affirmation. Who told you that you have to wait for someone else's approval to be great? Who fed you that lie? They said you need to prove yourself to the world. But let me ask you this. Why? Why do you need to wait for their permission to rise? You've been holding your breath, waiting for validation from people who can barely see beyond their own selfishness. Stop it. It's time to wake up. Affirm with me right now, you are enough. You've always been enough. They didn't see it, but that's on them. You don't need their recognition. You need to recognize yourself. So, say it again, louder this time. I am enough. You've been chasing approval for too long. Cut the nonsense. It's time to claim your power. You've been led to believe that others hold the keys to your worth. They don't. You do. No more waiting, no more doubt. You are the force that shapes your reality. And when you speak those words, I am enough, I am unstoppable, I will rise, you start to believe them, and the world will have no choice but to believe them too. Now, stay with me. We're not done yet. There's power in your words. Don't just say it, mean it. Say it like you're declaring war on the doubt that's been poisoning your mind. Speak this truth with me. I am worthy. I am capable. You don't need them to tell you what you're worth. That's not their call. It's yours. You've been underestimated for too long, haven't you? They see you, but they don't see you. They see what they want to see. But who told you to shrink yourself to fit into their limited view? Cut through their illusions. Speak it into existence. Your words have power. Don't let them go to waste. Say it once more and make it real. I am the one who decides my fate. This isn't some fairy tale where you need a fairy godmother to wave a wand and make things happen. No, you are the godmother of your own story. The world doesn't get to dictate your journey. You're the author now. You create your reality with the words you speak and the beliefs you choose to live by. You see, words are like seeds. Plant the right ones and you'll see a forest of strength, confidence, and resilience grow. But if you keep planting doubt, fear, and insecurity, that's what will sprout. So stop planting the seeds of self-doubt and start planting seeds of belief. Hold on to this. Don't let go. Every affirmation, every declaration of your worth is a step toward creating the life you were always meant to lead. But I can hear it already, that voice in your head asking, "But what if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if they don't believe me?" Let me tell you this. Of course they won't believe you. Why would they? People rarely believe in what they can't see. They'll tell you that your dreams are too big, that you're aiming too high, that you'll fall short. They're scared of your potential because it's something they've never dared to reach for themselves. But guess what? Their doubts don't matter. It's not their approval you need. It's your own. Look in the mirror and see what they've been missing. You're not the same person you were yesterday. You're evolving. Every time you speak words of affirmation, you shed another layer of doubt and fear. You step into your true self. This is just the beginning. We haven't finished yet. You've only just started to scratch the surface of your potential. The world will try to make you think you're weak, that you don't have what it takes to make it. But here's the truth. They're wrong. The world isn't designed for you to succeed. It's built on the backs of those who dare to stand up and say, "No, I won't be small. I won't shrink to make others comfortable." That's the secret they don't want you to know. But here you are, already stepping into your greatness. This is your time. Now, I want you to hear me clearly. You are unstoppable. You may feel like the world is against you right now, that things aren't going your way, that you've been knocked down one too many times. But the truth is, every time you speak your worth, every time you declare that you will rise, the universe is listening. And guess what? It has no choice but to make way for you. Your voice is your weapon. Use it. Speak it out loud. Say it like you mean it. I am not waiting for permission. I am the master of my fate. No more waiting. Act now. Don't let fear and doubt silence you. The truth is right here, right in front of you. Take it. Speak your reality into existence. You don't have to wait for their approval. You don't need their blessing. What you need is to believe in yourself, and the world will follow suit. You've spent too much time doubting, too much time letting the voices of others drown out the truth. But no more. You are the power in this moment. The truth is, you have everything inside you to create the life you deserve. You've been waiting for something outside yourself to change, but the change starts within. So, speak it now and make it real. Believe it. You are unstoppable. When you speak your truth, the universe has no choice but to respond. You're already on your way, even if you don't see it yet. Don't doubt your power. Don't doubt your ability. When you rise, you will shake the world. This is your time. Now, rise and speak it into existence. You are more than they've ever told you. You always have been. Now, it's your turn to make them believe. And by the time you're done, they won't just see you. They'll fear you. What do you think about this technique of self-affirmation? Don't hold back. Share your thoughts in the comments below and feel the power in your words. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more wisdom from Stoic Wisdom by Zeno. Number 4. Breaking free from the victim mentality. Who told you you couldn't win? Who fed you that lie that you're a pawn in someone else's game? Stop it. It's time to wake up. You've been living on someone else's terms, following a script that wasn't even written for you. But now, right here, right now, it's time to rewrite that story. It's time to take back the pen. Stop being the victim. Stop letting life call the shots. You're not some helpless bystander watching as the world moves around you. You are the architect of your own fate. Don't let anyone, especially the world around you, dictate who you are or where you're going. They want you to think you're stuck. They want you to believe you're trapped in this little box called life, where you have no control, no real power, where everything happens to you. But who fed you that lie? Who told you that you couldn't rise above it? You weren't born to play small. Enough is enough. Let me ask you, when did you give up your right to stand tall? When did you start believing that being knocked down meant you were finished? Who told you that failure meant the end? Cut the nonsense. Life is a test, a battle of will, and it's up to you to decide whether you stay down or whether you rise, stronger than ever. Say this with me right now. I am in control. Say it like you mean it. The world can try to knock you down, but it can't keep you down unless you let it. Stay with me. We're not done yet. You're not going to stay trapped in that mental cage any longer. You ever notice how easy it is to blame the world for everything that goes wrong in your life? The system, your boss, your parents, the economy. They make it so easy for you to say, "It's not my fault. I had no choice." Stop right there. Cut the nonsense. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events themselves that harm us, but our judgment of those events. You are the one who decides what the outside world means to you. Stop waiting for a miracle. Don't expect someone to come rescue you from your own mess. There is no knight in shining armor. There is no great savior coming to fix your life. You are your own savior. The moment you realize that, the moment you take full responsibility for where you are, is the moment you stop being a victim. So, stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" The better question is, what am I going to do about this? What will you choose to do when life hands you a fistful of pain, disappointment, or betrayal? Will you crumble or will you rise? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You have the power to choose how you react. Every time you let life's punches knock you down without fighting back, you are reinforcing the idea that you're a victim. That's the trap. You're letting life control you. You've become a passenger in your own existence, and that has to stop. But I hear you. You're thinking, "It's easy to say all this, but I can't just shake off my problems. They're real." And you're right. Life isn't always fair. Bad things happen. But what will you do? Will you give up, or will you use it as a stepping stone? What's your choice? Because the moment you let circumstances define you, you lose the battle. So let me tell you this. Wake up. You are stronger than the life that tries to break you. You are stronger than the people who have tried to keep you small. They do not define you. The world can push you, pressure you, and batter you, but only if you let it. Here's the hard truth. The victim mentality is a comfort zone. It's easy to blame the world. It's easy to stay stuck in the poor me state. It's comfortable because it doesn't require any real effort. It doesn't require you to rise above your pain. But comfort kills progress. You know what Stoic wisdom teaches us? That discomfort is necessary for growth. You have to get comfortable with the struggle. You have to embrace the grind, the battle, the discomfort, because it's in those moments that you sharpen your will, that you forge your character. The best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of that discomfort. So, say it again with me. I choose to rise. I choose to take control of my fate. I am not a victim. I am a warrior, and this is my battlefield. Now hold on to this. You are more than what you've been through. You are more than the hardships, the failures, the betrayals. You are the strength that comes from getting back up every time life knocks you down. So, stop waiting for someone to fix you. You're already whole. You've been surviving the worst of it all without realizing your true power. Now, it's time to wake up to that power. You've only just started. Don't let anyone, family, friends, society, tell you that you can't. Don't let them define your worth. This is your time. You are more than what they've told you. You are more than the stories they've written for you. Don't let them hold you down. Rise. Take back what's yours and show the world that you are no longer their pawn. You are the master of your own destiny. This is just the beginning. We haven't finished yet. You're unstoppable. Believe that. And when you do, the world will have no choice but to bow to your will. Number 5. Embracing the pain of growth. The fire you walk through is what makes you steel. Who told you that growth is painless? That success should come easily, wrapped in a neat little package, with no effort, no struggle, no sacrifice? Cut the nonsense. Stop believing that lie. It's time to wake up and face the truth. Growth, real growth, is forged in the fire. There's no other way. If you want to rise, if you want to become someone they never saw coming, you're going to have to burn. You're going to have to feel the heat. Let me tell you something. The pain is necessary. Every bruise, every scar, every single ounce of struggle is part of the process. The Stoics understood this more than anyone. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The obstacle is not your enemy, it is your training ground. But who fed you that lie? That you could become strong without resistance? It's time to stop running from discomfort. Don't you dare shy away from the struggle. It is your crucible, where you are tested, shaped and hardened. The pain is not something to fear. It is the thing that will remake you. And here's the truth they don't want you to know. You're not going to rise in comfort. You're going to rise because you've walked through hell and emerged unburned. You're going to be forged in that fire. So, say it with me right now. I am stronger than the obstacles I face. Say it again, louder this time. The pain will not defeat me. It will fuel me. Understand this. You will not avoid the struggle. You will embrace it. There is no victory without the sweat, the tears, the sacrifice. You think you can skip the hard work? Think again. The philosopher Seneca put it bluntly. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. If you want to strengthen your soul, if you want to sharpen your mind, you need to get your hands dirty. Stay with me. We're not done yet. You're already on your way. This moment, this hardship, is your opportunity to become something greater than you've ever imagined. The world doesn't want you to rise. It wants you stuck in the mud. But it's not about avoiding the struggle. It's about conquering it. Rise above the noise. Rise above the pain. The struggle is where you become who you're meant to be. It's where you learn what you're truly capable of. Stop running from the fire. Walk through it. Say it like you mean it. I am the fire. I will not be consumed, but I will consume whatever tries to burn me. Every step you take, every inch of pain you endure, is a victory. And when you rise, when you stand tall at the end of it, you will see that the struggle didn't break you. It made you indestructible. This is your time. You're unstoppable. You've only just started. Believe it. Embrace the pain. Conclusion: you've got the power. Stop letting life push you around. Rise up, take control, and step into your true strength. It's time to break free from the victim mindset and start living on your terms. You are the one who decides what happens next, not the world. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that the key to inner peace and power is not in controlling the world, but in controlling how we respond to it. So, make that choice today. Choose to stand tall, no matter the obstacles. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to rise and take control of your life, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what you're fighting for, what you're striving to achieve, and how this content is helping you on your journey. You're not alone in this battle. We're all in this together, pushing each other to become the best versions of ourselves. So, stay with us, and let's continue to grow stronger. Remember, you are unstoppable. Let's rise together.